Good morning, everybody. Hopefully, you can hear me all right. I'm at a volleyball tournament for my daughter, and as you can see, it's tough to find a spot when you've got 4,000 girls playing volleyball. So, hopefully, you can hear me all right. I'll talk a little bit loud, but this whole thing was about being perfect, right? For and you think about a situation of an investigation, you think of a situation of doing a seminar or presentation. You want it to be perfect, and I am a perfect example of it not being perfect. uh, Everyone makes that strives to be the perfect person, the perfect interviewer, the perfect investigator, the perfect coworker, the perfect uh, have a perfect relationship. I think we've all come to the realization by our ages now that that's not possible. No one can do that. I have never done a perfect interview. I've never done a perfect investigation. However, that doesn't stop us from trying. And what's the best way to achieve that, whether it be in relationships, jobs, interviews? Um, I think it's taking a step back and looking at measuring and monitoring what we're doing, self reflect. So there's two ways to accomplish that, striving to be uh, perfect. And yes, Bill, I am still keeping my dairy farmers in business. I had 4.5 gallons of milk delivered yesterday morning, so I am keeping them busy. Glad to see, John, that the ice is abating, and good to see. And Joe, welcome to your new job, man. Congratulations on that. Uh, so it's good seeing all the people on here. So as I talk about self-reflection, as we strive to be perfect, we have to look at ourselves and say, hey, if I have this happening over and over and over again, what's the common denominator? Well, usually it's us, right? So what can we do to change that? Dawn, that's just not fair being in Sarasota, Florida. It's beautiful there, I'm sure. How can we strive to be perfect in our interviews, in our relationships? Well, we have to monitor ourselves. We have to look at our situations and say, all right, what did I do that's causing this to happen over and over and over again? And how can I change that? That requires some deep honesty with ourselves, right? We have to be honest with ourselves. But if we can't do that, we have to ask for feedback. If we're doing interviews and we've got good witnesses that have experience, hey, I want you to tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and let's have an honest discussion about that. And don't get offended. And same thing with the relationships, right? As if you look at it as all of us being on a team, whether it be in our relationships, whether it be in our interviews or investigations. I saw a quote the other day that I just thought was phenomenal. A friend of mine posted, he goes, cheer for everyone in games, jobs, families, in life. There's literally no reason not to, right? All we're all trying to do is get through this thing called life, right? And we're trying to do it as best we can. We want to strive to be perfect, but I also don't stress by saying I'm not perfect. I had a kid in a baseball game this week, and he came out just like all pitchers. You're eventually going to get pulled. And he goes, Coach, I've got a problem. I'm embarrassed. I don't feel like I did well. I wasn't perfect. And my response to him was, you did this great. Work on this. But remember, you also did this great. We don't need to add to our day-to-day stress by worrying about stuff that has already happened. All we can do is learn from what's happened. And I don't want this to sound like a lecture to you. I don't. But I just see so many people, and I hear them say, I'm awesome, I'm great. Or others, I'm horrible, I stink. Neither one is correct. Neither one. It's looking at ourselves and saying, what can we do to make ourselves better day in and day out as we go through life, hopefully doing this kind of growth pattern, and strive for that perfect. Don't add to your stress. It's stress month, right? It's stress awareness month. We want to avoid that. So keep in mind, it's also humor month. April 1st was this month. Have some fun, learn from each other. Bill's posting a great tool, Positive Coaching Alliance. I haven't looked at it, but take a peek at it, right? And then use each other, build each other up. As I head back to my daughter's third game, she just told me they're in the third game, so I'm going to go back and watch that. I want to wish all of you a happy Easter, a happy weekend. Next week, what's coming, just so you're aware, is Organize Your Files Week. It's also Earth Day is next week, Volunteer Recognition Day, and Take a Chance Day. So if you think of those things in the next week, think how you can use those, and we'll see the coffee before class next week. And everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy your Easter, and we'll see you all soon.